Alright everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to be ranking the Monday Night Raw roster of 2024. Just like I did with the SmackDown roster a couple days ago. I know I said in my SmackDown, ranking video that I was gonna do the Raw ranking just a day later, but honestly, I didn't feel like uploading the last few days because I don't know, I just wanted to, do other things. But yeah, I've got some time now, and I'm gonna rank the Raw roster from 2024, and these are just my personal opinions. So feel free to disagree with some of these. Like on SmackDown, I'm pretty sure some people that watched the video, I'm pretty sure maybe they got a bit upset that I put Roman Reigns so far below. Like I put Roman Reigns in like nearly the worst category, but I mean that's just my opinion. If you're a Roman Reigns fan, I've got no problem with that. But yeah, so let's not waste any further time. Let's just get down to business. So the first, okay, the Authors of Pain. I've never cared much for them, but they're not bad. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're not bad by any means. I just don't. I just personally, I don't really care too much for them. Where's Razor? That's Akam and yeah, Razor. Yeah, I've never really cared for them. They were good in NXT from what I remember. Like they had that cool ladder match with DIY from a NXT takeover. I remember from many years ago. But I mean, the group with Karrion Cross is just not working. Karrion Cross is, yeah, Karrion is their leader. I don't really care much for him either. I've never been a fan of him. He's boring. Um, Akira Tozawa. The thing with Akira, yes, he's a jobber, and probably always will be just a jobber. But here's the thing, like Akira Tozawa is, he's really making the most out of what he's getting in the WWE. Like, let me change the name of this category. I'm just gonna call it best. I feel like that's a better name than goat. But Akira Tozawa, I'm gonna put Tozawa in. If there was a category between good and meh, I would put him there. But I don't feel like he quite, goes into the good category because I mean, at the end of the day, he's just a jobber. But I mean, he makes the most out of what he's getting in the WWE. Like, yes, he's a jobber, but he's really, you can see that he's really putting effort into, whatever he gets. Any comedy, thing that they have him do. Like Akira Tozawa really tries his best, and I can really respect that with Akira Tozawa because he knows his role and he plays it just as well as he can. So I can really respect that. Yeah, and I don't know, like he's just. But he was a good cruiserweight. Like back when 205 Live was here, I remember he was a pretty good wrestler there. So I don't know. Is this Alba Fire? I don't know too much about her, so I'm just gonna put her here. Asuka has gotten pretty relevant the last few years. Like I don't even like, dude. I sometimes forget Asuka is still in WWE. Honestly, like many years ago, she was like my favorite female on the roster. But Asuka, I mean, Asuka is still good. Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch was my favorite wrestler. Like like in 2018, 2019, dude. I was such a big fan of Becky Lynch. Like Becky was like literally, you know, uh, in my opinion, Becky was the face of WWE. Like during the end of 2018 and the early 2019, like Becky was really, the guy you can say. Uh, but so yeah, I guess I'm gonna put Becky here. She's still one of my favorites when in the female division. I mean, she's not on TV right now. I've heard she's gonna take a break to be a mom, and that's good for her. That's pretty good. Braun Strowman, I mean, he was so much better, before. Now he's just whatever. Braun Breaker. Oh, Braun, dude, I like Braun Breaker. He's very good. I can see Braun Breaker. He has a very good future in the WWE. I can see him main event WrestleMania in like the next 10 years or something. Like Braun Breaker, he will be a very very special talent in the next decade. I can see him. After Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns are both gone. I'm pretty sure he could be a very good. Candidate to be chosen for the next face of the company. Like Braun Breaker can be literally the next Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns. Yeah, he can be the next guy. Him. He's very very athletic. He's very fast. He's very strong. He's good on the mic. He's talented in the ring. He's dude. The way he runs to the ropes, that's like the most insane thing I've ever seen. Not even a prime Brock Lesnar could do that. So yeah, like the comparisons between him and a prime Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I don't think he should be losing clean to people. Like at Money in the Bank when he lost clean to Sami Zayn. I didn't hate it, but I can see why many people didn't think it was a good idea. Because if you want to build up a monster, if you want to build up Braun Breaker to be a monster, you can't have him lose clean to people that he looks like he could easily destroy. Look at guys like Sami Zayn and Jey Uso. You can't tell me Braun Breaker wouldn't destroy them in a real fight. Even though I'm not one of those people who feel like wrestling should be real, but I don't want it to look fake either. Like I want there to be like a balance, if you know what I mean. Bronson Reed. Honestly, Bronson Reed has been pretty good lately. He has done some of the craziest matches with Braun Strowman. Yeah, Braun Strowman has actually had some pretty decent matches with Bronson Reed lately. Like they have done some of the most insane stuff I have seen. Like there was this one Raw where Bronson Reed jumped off he jumped off a thing and he did a tsunami onto Braun Strowman on a car. And there was also this one spot, they had a last man standing match this week, on Raw, where they it was intensity and the ring broke and it was obviously a very physical match and it was insane. So and now he's gonna feud with Seth Rollins, who is one of the biggest stars in WWE. So Bronson Reed has really built himself up and I can really respect that. 1 year ago I couldn't care less about him, but now he's honestly pretty solid. The Creed brothers, I don't care about them, honestly. I've never really cared. Butch, yeah, don't care about him either. Carlito, Carlito, honestly, I feel like he's one of the most underrated wrestlers of all time. Dude, I'm honestly a big fan of Carlito. I'm gonna put Carlito in amazing. Dude, he is a very funny character now. Like he like the things he does with the Judgment Day currently, like Carlito is very funny, in the backstage segments he did and uh, but not even that. Like in the Ruthless Aggression era, I feel like Carlito was one of the best mid carders they had. Like I really liked the spitting the apple in the face of people who don't want to be cool stuff. And he was honestly very underrated back in the Ruthless Aggression era. He yeah, I don't know. Like he was very charismatic. He had a pretty catchy theme song. He was entertaining. Carlito was just I liked him. He was cool. And he still is. So Carlito goes into the amazing category. It would be more fitting if it said cool because I put Carlito in here, but whatever. CM Punk. Come on now. He's got to go here, man. Like the best in the world, CM Punk. One of the best promo cutters of all time. Like in my opinion, CM Punk is in the top three promos of all time. Like I feel like the three best microphone talkers in WWE history are Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, and CM Punk. These three are. I mean, you, Paul Heyman could also be in there, like in that top three. But I'm just gonna put CM Punk over Paul Heyman because I slightly prefer CM Punk. Uh, Punk is, he's had an amazing rivalry with Drew McIntyre this year, which could be considered the best rivalry of the year. To me personally, I feel like Cody and Rock it was the best of the year, but I mean, Punk and Drew is debatable. That could also be that could be an all-time feud also for CM Punk. And CM Punk, has had some of the best moments in WWE history, like the pipe bomb and the Money in the Bank 2011 WWE title victory, and walk out of WWE to just return a few months later, or I mean, no, a week later, I mean, to challenge Cena at SummerSlam and win the undisputed title and stuff like that. 434-day title reign, which was amazing until obviously selfish Dwayne had to beat Punk for it. But yeah, CM Punk is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's definitely my top 10, even though I know he's not really the best person. I know he can be a prick in real life, but I don't care, man. I care about what you do on screen. Like I care about what you do on television. Like I care what you do in WWE and wrestling. And CM Punk is very entertaining, and he belongs here in the best category. I don't care about the LWO. They are really, really holding back Rey Mysterio. They are really making him boring. I'm gonna put her here because I think they're a tag team. Dakota Kai, don't care at all. I'm putting her here. Damian Priest is somebody that has really grown on me. Like a year ago, I couldn't care less about him, but now I think Damien is pretty good. Yeah, I feel like he has really grown on me. His theme song is pretty catchy. He's a solid in-ring wrestler, and he's pretty decent on the microphone. And since turning face, I feel like he has been able to connect with the crowd. Because the crowd actually kind of reacts to him now. So yeah, good for him. And why the hell is Rhea Ripley not here? I guess I'm not gonna be able to rank Rhea Ripley, but if I could, I would put Rhea Ripley in the best category because I feel like Rhea is the best female wrestler that they have. My favorite at least. So, but Rhea's not here, so I can't rank her. Uh, T-Bar, don't care. Dominic Mysterio. Uh, he's one of the best heels in wrestling right now. So I'm gonna put Dominic here. Like Dominic is literally like probably the most evil heel they have in WWE right now. He's just pure evil. Like he betrayed his father. He betrayed Rhea Ripley. Like, dude, Dominic is evil. Like that. That's the best word to describe his character. Dragon Lee, don't care. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna put him here. Drew McIntyre, the best wrestler on Monday Night Raw. Uh, just no, like there's nobody on Monday Night Raw who's on Drew McIntyre's level. Drew McIntyre is the best, great in the ring, great on the mic, hilarious. Heel. He's very funny on social media. Like I saw the other day, I was on Instagram and I saw the WWE has posted the poster for the 2025 Royal Rumble PLE, and I saw Drew McIntyre. He posted a very funny message. Like he said, like, "Oh, let's send Drew McIntyre to." Where are they gonna have the Rumble? Dude, I forgot where they're gonna. But like Drew McIntyre said, "Oh, let's send Drew McIntyre to where we're gonna have the Rumble." And then Drew said like, "But should we put Drew McIntyre on the poster?" Nah, Drew McIntyre was mocking the officials and stuff in WWE by that tweet. Uh, but yeah, I really love Drew McIntyre. His character is hilarious. This is the most entertaining version of Drew McIntyre ever. So yeah, he belongs here. He belongs over everybody. Finn Balor. Finn Balor is good. I like Finn Balor. I really hope he wins against Damian Priest and Bad Blood because Finn Balor needs that victory way more than Damian Priest does. Chad Gable also pretty good. He has also been doing a pretty good job. Gunther, amazing. I like having him as the world champion. I like, he's one of the best in ring wrestlers in the world. decent on the mic. Even though I kind of feel like his feud with Sami Zayn is a bit weird because why is he so scared of, facing Sami Zayn? Even though I know Sami beat him at WrestleMania, but I mean he's Gunther. Like, shouldn't he be like wanting to fight everybody? Like he's the ring general. So whatever. But he's good in the ring, and that's yeah. Elijah Dragunov, he's good. He's good in the ring, and that's all there is to say about him. He probably has the charisma of a cardboard, but honestly, if you're a good wrestler, that can really kind of win you over with me sometimes. Ivar, don't care. I don't care about the Viking Raiders. I'm gonna put here. This is what was her name? Ivy Nile or something. Uh, no, no, no. I'm gonna put her here. Io Sky, pretty solid. I was there when she won the Money in the Bank ladder match last year. I was there in the crowd, and she got a huge pop that night. And you deserve a chance, which is yeah. She's a good wrestler, and yeah. JD McDonough, my least favorite member of the Judgment Day. I really don't care that much about him. Main event Jey Uso, Yeet. He belongs in the best category. Very happy that he's the Intercontinental Champion. Even though I know I said earlier that oh, him and him beating Braun Breaker made like I know what I said about Braun Breaker earlier, but I'm just happy Jey Uso won the Intercontinental title. Finally, he has won a mid. No, I mean he has finally won a singles title in his 14-year WWE career. He's possibly the most over babyface on Monday Night Raw. In my opinion, he is. He is the most over babyface on Monday Night Raw. And yeah, I'm very happy he won the title. He's over. He's talented. He's great. And yeah, eat. Uh, yeah, I honestly I don't care about their tag team. Yeah, Kairi Sane, I yeah don't care much for her either. Don't know who this is. Kofi Kingston. I mean, Kofi is good. I mean, he's one of the best tag team wrestlers of all time. He's been in the. Or I could also honestly, dude, Xavier Woods has been very interesting lately. Like Xavier Woods, like I can see that they are slowly building towards a Xavier Woods heel turn, which is, dude, that's gonna be amazing. Like the New Day has been the best right now than there ever been. But yeah, Liv Morgan, the story with the Judgment Day has been very interesting. So I'm gonna put Liv Morgan here. The romance with the Dominic Mysterio is very that's not really PG. What they do together sometimes. Like, dude, like. But honestly, I like that WWE has been trying to be more uh, edgy and TV 14. That's gonna happen when WWE comes to Netflix. Like I can't wait to see more swearing and more blood. And I want wrestling to be violent. I don't want it to be PG like the during the John Cena era, like where you know where you had Muppets and stuff in the ring. Like I don't like that. I want TV 14, like the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era. Like I want stuff like that. Uh, Ludwig Kaiser, I like Ludwig. He's a very good manager for Gunther. He's pretty entertaining, on the mic and stuff. So yeah, I like him. What was her name again? I mean, I've seen her before. I just can't remember her name. Not that I care, honestly. I don't care about you either. Natalia. I mean, they should honestly. I mean, I can't believe Natalia is still on the roster. I feel like they could maybe make Natalia just a trainer, honestly. And like, I mean, what else does she have to do in the wrestling business? And she's done it all. She's won the championship, multiple times or once I can remember. And yeah, so what else is there to do? Like give her like a maybe like a trainer job or something at the performance center. I don't know. Is this like the Otzi Jones guy or whatever his name is? Dude, I don't know anything about him, so I'm just gonna put him right here. Otis is still in WWE. Oh yeah, yeah, he is with the American Alpha thing, dude. Otis has been super irrelevant during the last few years. Like I remember he was Mr. Money in the Bank at one point. Uh, but I'm not a fan of Otis. I mean, I've always found him to be pretty annoying. If you ask me, nah. I don't hate him, but I just never found him to be, very entertaining. Or Truth. I mean, he's good. I like our Truth. I'm a big fan of our Truth. He's the first wrestler that I ever met in person. I mean, that was like nearly 6 years ago. I mean, that was 5 years ago, but next year is gonna be 6 years ago that I met our Truth. Yeah, a long time ago, but I will always appreciate that, and he is one of the funniest wrestlers of all time. So he belongs here, and he was very underrated during the 2011 heel turn. Like I feel like our Truth was. They could have done so much more with him back then, but they just didn't do it. Rey Mysterio. I mean, come on, like he's Rey Mysterio. Even though I feel like he has been pretty. He's not really done anything lately, so I'm just gonna put Ray here in good. Like maybe if you would have asked me like 15 years ago, I would put Ray here or maybe even here. But now he's old, and I mean, I still respect Rey Mysterio. I'm a fan of Ray, and the fact that he wrestles the way he does at his age, that's very impressive. Or no, our truth belong. No, Ray belongs here. Like, what am I yapping about? Ray belongs in that category. And Yeah, Ray is possibly the best high flyer of all time, or luchador. I mean, he is the best luchador of all time. That's no questions asked there. But yeah, Ricochet, he's not in WWE anymore, but okay, I can still rank him. I'm gonna give him a good category because he's very athletic and good in the ring, and he's very fun to watch in the ring. Sami Zayn, dude, I'm still a fan of Sami, even though he's not as important as he was like a year ago with the Bloodline storyline. I'll say I'm still a fan of Sami, so I'm gonna put him here. Still one of my favorite baby faces on Monday Night Raw, so I'm gonna put him here. So yeah, Alhamdulillah for Sami Zayn. Shayna Baszler, don't care. Sheamus, uh, what has Sheamus done lately? Feud with Pete Dunne or something? Then that's pretty boring. But I mean, he's still Sheamus, so I'm gonna put Sheamus right here. The Miz, the Miz just turned heel for like a millionth time this week. But I'm gonna put. I mean, he's still the Miz, so I'm gonna put Miz right here in the good category. He's still the Miz. Tyler Bate, I don't know, don't care. Zelina Vega, good. I'm gonna just put her good because she's all right on the microphone, I guess. Zoe Stark, don't care. And last but not least, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins goes into the best category. Should I? I'm gonna put him over Jey Uso, but not over C. Or honestly, I don't know, man. Who do I like? Who do I like better, Jey Uso or Seth Rollins? Dude, I feel like I like them equally. But right now, currently, I might slightly prefer Jey Uso. But Seth Rollins is still, he just returned to Monday Night Raw this week, and he freaking stomped Bronson Reed's head into the steps. But yeah, Seth Rollins belongs in the best category. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world, which he has been for years now. He was a part of the best wrestling faction of all time, in my opinion. The Shield, and he's had my favorite wrestling match of all time against Cody Rhodes inside Hell in a Cell. That's my favorite match ever, or my that's in my top five at least. I don't know about my favorite. Like my favorite match is Cody versus Roman from WrestleMania 40, and that the finish the story match. But Yeah, Seth Rollins, he's top three. He's top three wrestler in the world any way you slice it, and he's Seth Rollins. He's one of the best. So yeah, this was my ranking of one in our Raw roster. So my four best are these four: Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins. Damn, Raw has a way better roster than SmackDown. Or I mean, Cody Rhodes is better than everybody on Raw, but if you take out Cody Rhodes from SmackDown, then yeah, SmackDown has a very bad roster in my opinion. But Raw has a very, very good roster, you know. So yeah, this was my ranking of Raw. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Like, subscribe. Damn, this video was quite long, but yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out. Like, subscribe. Peace. Yeah, goodbye.